Hello, my friends. Let me tell you what I'm doing right now. So I was supposed to go camping with my brother, my big bro, and he had to bail. So I was like, it's just a one-nighter, so it's not a huge deal. But I'm like, should I just postpone it or go camping for the first time solo by myself? And knock on wood that it's a solo camp catch and cook. We shall see though. And a little background here, we almost didn't do the camping trip anyway because there's this rainstorm that went through California. And literally today's the first day that it stopped raining. And it literally stopped raining a few hours ago. So I know that our campsite's gonna be probably like super muddy and nasty, but screw it. I've never done a solo camping trip, so today's the day. Lake Cachuma, I'll see you guys there. Well, your boy here is kind of a moron. I brought all the stuff for camping, even my fishing gear, except the two pieces of gear that I need the most for fishing, which are my fishing poles. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go stop by Big 5 Sporting Goods, pick up a couple of rods. I know one of my buddies, he doesn't have any fishing rods, and he wants to take his kids fishing, so I'm gonna just buy them, use them today or tomorrow, and then just give them to him and his family. All right, see you guys at Cachuma. Well, we are here, almost finished setting up my tent. This here is the site. It's pretty cool, but it's right by the road, so you can always hear these, well, there's a fire truck / ambulance. And, but it's cool because it's like, it's away from all the neighbors. It's isolated here. And also we suffered our first loss. I don't know if you can hear the difference in the camera, but my freaking microphone that was attached here, the little furry thing, it got dropped somewhere. No idea where it's at. It's not in the car. I must have walked around with it and just lost it somewhere. So I just barely bought that thing too. It was like, I don't know, 200 something bucks. But screw that, whatever. It's just a microphone. I can replace it. I'm gonna go ahead and try to walk down here a little bit later to see if there's a trail to go fishing. It's getting a little windy and cold, but I think I can make my way down there and then see if there's a little spot to go fishing at. Alrighty, so I picked up this little number over at Big 5 Sporting Goods, brand new. And all I did was get a little styrofoam pack of worms. And it was just about a dozen. And will I even go fishing? I don't know.
So he took me and my friend Brian Cowan to Montana. I was mule deer hunting. And from then on, I've never stopped. And he's like, dude, you can park your bus. There's something about those animals, man. What's a turkey hunting? They call it poor man's elk hunting. Right. Because there's the call and response thing. And yeah.
Here's a quick look at my campsite from the outside. And bam, here it is from the inside. That's the table. I was doing some work earlier. Got to do some more work later. There's my tent. That is I think it's a 6-person tent that I got because my air mattress is so high that I needed to get another tent that was higher because I kept hitting my head and it was like really uncomfortable. And so that's a pretty big tent for one person. All right, let's take a walk down here. So far, so good. And it gets a little hairy around here. There's a cliff right there. I could probably just chill and fish around here. Ooh, yeah. A lot of brush though. Yeah, definitely a lot of brush down there. Landing a fish would be pretty tough around here. But here's the whole lake. It's pretty calm right now, which is cool. Cove over there. We'll see. We will see. There's my site right there. It's actually getting a little chilly now. So even though I planned on going fishing today or tonight, I decided not to. I just set up camp, got everything situated, got my work stuff situated, but the work stuff I still have to work on as the night goes on because I have to publish around 7:30, 8:30, 9, whenever they send me the audio. So I'll just focus on that, and then I'll record some of the stuff that I do as far as cooking food for tonight. And I'll see you tomorrow morning to go fishing. And if I do catch a fish tomorrow, and if I do catch a fish tomorrow, I'm gonna just take it back with me, pack up all our stuff, and then do a catch and cook at home at my apartment. So I promise you that if I do catch a fish. But for tonight, I'm just gonna show you some cooking, which will be the super simplest thing ever. I think just steak and maybe even instant ramen, I don't know. And baked potato. I'll eat up, show you that as well, go to bed, and then I'll take you guys with me fishing tomorrow morning. Here's what I got the fire up to now. This took forever, by the way. And I'm a little worried because there's only like maybe one little sprinkle left. Like literally just one little squirt left of lighter fluid. But it looks like it's going now. It's crackling, so that's good. But these pieces of wood that I got from Ralph's, they're so dense. It's so hard to light up. Thankfully, I had some leftover firewood in my car that were the lighter colored ones that are easy to light up because they seem drier and thinner. If I'm able to cook on the fire, I will. If not, I'll just cook on a pan on my Coleman grill. So thank goodness it's going. I can actually cook something on this now. So I'm gonna cook some steak and then a potato. The potato I'll cook inside the coals, but the steak I'll cook on a grate that I bought a while ago, and I'll show you right now. Here it is. This is my little garbage station for now. And I got this from Amazon. Before I bought a smaller one, but to be honest, the smaller one was so flimsy and it would fall to the side and the steaks would get ruined in the coals. Give me a second. But that's what the grate looks like. So you splay these out like that and then you put it on top of the coals. All right, I see some issues here. I'm gonna screen record right now. The first initial feelings was, dude, I feel like it felt lonely as shit. It felt super lonely. And then I'm like walking around, I'm like getting stuff set up, and then plus I vlog too, right? So I do like, the video stuff. And then I'm just sort of like, oh shit, I feel pretty cool now. It actually feels pretty good, like to be out here by myself, no one around me. I'm just literally just enjoying nature by myself, or the closest to nature that we can get here in LA. But it's awesome. And dude, remember, it rained the last month or so, and it stopped literally today. It stopped today in this area, and I thought I'm gonna be walking into this muddy ass mess, but no. I got here, it freaking looked amazing. It was just like the bottom was dry. I didn't need to use a tarp, but I still did. It was so beautiful here, man. My brother couldn't come out here today because he was being a good family member, and it's a long story. I'll tell you guys one day, but he couldn't make it out here today, and that's why I decided, like, instead of postponing it, I'm just gonna go for this. I'm gonna try my own solo camping thing, which I'm doing now, and I'm thankful that I actually did it because I feel like it's a good thing for me. So if you guys have a chance to do that, do it as well. Even if you have to work, as long as you have some internet signal, you can still do this. So yeah, and I'm still waiting for the audio from the Golden Hour. As far as like moving forward with all these like Patreon before the episode comes out, should I hit you up or should I hit the guys up at Vent? All right, thanks, dude. All right, later.
He would be like, he's like,
yeah.
I just got these. I stayed in line
Yeah,
75
dude. Yeah,
hours.
we're against him. Yeah,
Okay, I finally feel like we're good to go. We're done. I checked both podcast hosting sites and everything's good to go. But for now, I should be good to go to just enjoy the rest of the night. By the way, it is now 9:15. I don't know if you can see that. No, you're not going to see that. It's 9:15 p.m. The night went longer than I wanted to as far as like work stuff, but we're going to enjoy the rest of the night, eat some good food, and sleep in this beautiful 6-person tent. All right, putting the grate on. Shiteskis. We're going to lay some steaks on here or something. I don't know. So this is it's a piece of steak. Choice bone-in New York steak. The reason why it's chopped in half there is because there was these crows that came here when I first got here, when I was setting up. They started pecking at the freaking tip of it. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. And I was like, should I get rid of the steak because they started eating it? I'm like, no, I'll just chop off half of it, so whatever their beaks touched, I chopped that off. So yeah, I'm gonna cook this up right now. And no, I'm not putting any seasoning on, at least for now. There we go. By the way, I keep tripping on this thing. I'll show you in a second. Look at this gigantic hole. I don't know if you can see it, so every time I try to put stuff in the trash, I'll step here and then a huge dip here. I don't know what this is from. It's a big hole. That's how it looks right now. It's been in there for 3 minutes, 5 minutes. We'll keep tabs on it. All right, so as this steak is cooking, I'm gonna do a baked potato. Got a baked potato that I pre-washed beforehand. So I'm gonna wrap it up in this foil. And not even like wrapped up that well. I don't care. I don't mind a little charcoal on my baked potato. And then I also bought some sour cream, some Kerrygold butter. Yeah, I think that's all I need. So let me put this inside the flames right now. The steak's looking pretty good. Not looking amazing though. But let's throw the baked potato right there in the heat of it all. Whew. I believe the steak is almost done, but we shall see. But it's 10 p.m. tonight. So it seems like everything's good. No text messages, no emails, no nothing. So I feel like I can actually just enjoy the rest of the night. Here's what we're doing. I'm dipping this in its own sauces. And of course it tastes amazing. That's awesome. And I don't know if you can see this, but there's 2 eggs here. The 2 eggs are because I was thinking about eating ramen with it, Shin Ramen, which was my favorite Korean ramen. I don't know, but we'll see. If I eat Shin Ramen with egg, I have to have 2 eggs at least, minimum. There's a nice, fat, juicy baked potato that I'm gonna eat right now. I'm gonna show you this real quick. It's crazy, delicious, freaking potatoes. It's all good. I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is a trial and tribulation that I'm going through right now. It's 12:05 in the morning, so midnight. I cannot get this zipper closed. It sucks. Yes! Goodness. Okay, that's all. Alright. I can try to sit down. Good night, sweet dreams. Morning is here. Even though it was only like 40 something degrees last night, it was still super cold because the winds were like, I looked online, it said it was like 16, 17 miles per hour. So it just made it really cold. But I made it through the night, and I promised you guys I would go fishing, try to catch a fish and do a catch and cook, bring it back to my pad. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. See you at the lake. Or I'm gonna get coffee first. Here's a look at the tent. And I just opened up the tent right now. Check it out. How beautiful is that? By the way, this is the little hole. I mean, not little, this is a big hole that I kept like freaking tripping on last night. Luckily, I didn't actually trip and fall down though. All right, let's get to the fishing spot. Oh, there's someone actually fishing from a boat right now. And this will be our little spot right here. Look how beautiful this is. This is a pretty sketchy situation because you guys are sitting on a ledge here, and if my tripod fails, you're gonna fall into the lake. So, oh, the things I do for these vlogs. I think I mentioned it before. This is a Carolina rig. This is a Carolina Keeper, I think it's called. that little red thing. So that's basically the same thing as a swivel or split shot to just keep the slide and sinker from getting to the leader. And then I have like a leader that's 2.5 feet, 3 feet. I don't know, it's probably even longer. The basic concept is if a fish bites this bait, which is going to be a worm and maybe a little bit of power bait, and the sinker's here, it can pull the line without feeling that sinker. If the fish can't feel the sinker, then, you know, better chances that the fish doesn't feel something's like fishy. All right, let's give this a shot. So these are worms I got at Big 5 Sporting Goods. And it's weird because they fill it with this stuff now. I don't know if you can see it. But it's like a bluish green type of filler. This is, yeah, it looks weird. I thought it was expired worms, but I looked at it yesterday and they're still alive. I mean, sort of alive. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna put a little bit of power bait on there. I watch this channel called Northwest Fishing Secrets. He invented this thing called the trout pill, which is basically power bait with the worm. So I'm gonna try that right now. But mine's different, way different. Yeah, mine's gonna suck. I don't think it'll even stay, but we'll give it a shot. So there's power bait, a worm. Let's see what happens. The worst place to toss it. The absolute worst. So I cast it out and I wanted to do it on camera, so I screwed it up. Now I'm not gonna do it on camera. I'm gonna cast out the way I normally cast out and then I'll keep you guys posted. Finally, and now we just wait. I cast it out exactly where I wanted it. Got a little bobber there on the strings to see if it raises up, then that means there's a bite.
Yeah, I was gonna go talk to him about getting one for this April 15th, so that's
Hopefully by then, yeah. Hopefully by then they'll have the dock open and you can rent a boat.
yeah.
And you'll catch, I mean, this is my favorite place to catch fish.
I got a nephew supposed to be here today sometime. His son races, bicycle races, and they're having a race here
Oh, nice.
Saturday and Sunday, so I was kind of hoping I'd run into him. I haven't seen him in a long time.
That'd be nice to see family, yeah.
Well, good luck. Catch up.
Appreciate it. Thank you, man. Have a good one. All right, well, I'm going to stop fishing now because it's not because I'm not getting any bites. That's one of the reasons, but I'm very pale. I put sunscreen on, but I get burned so badly, and that sun is insane right now. So I'm going to head back. Thanks for joining me on this first ever solo camping trip. And I'll make more videos if I go solo camping again. Or any kind of camping and fishing. As per usual, no fish, but actually it's not as per usual. I still catch fish, but a lot of times I don't. So, well, I gotta break down and pack up all my stuff first. But yeah, let's go home. There's this like really cool blue jay that's, I guess, very familiar with people because I'm guessing people feed them. And I know you're not supposed to feed wild animals, but at the same time, people are going to do it no matter what. So, whatever. I'm going to feed them. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're all done and packed up. Everything's cleaned up. I left a piece of wood in there because, you know, any camper would appreciate a piece of wood in their fire pit. Not the kind of wood you're thinking about, though. So everything's cleaned up and we will just go ahead and go to the trash can, throw the trash away and call it a day. There's the trash. The Blue Jay didn't get the food I left it and now it's all messy here. And that's how my car looks, by the way, when it's packed up. And this is a Prius, okay? A 2015 Prius. By the way, this site is beautiful. It's by the lake. You saw how I can trek down there. And of course, I want to keep this to myself, but I'm not going to do that because I want people to share this as well. So this was site 230 at Katrima Lake. If you guys want to come down here, you can go camping here. It's nice and like shaded by trees. And you can go walk down and go fish.